President Donald Trump has followed through on his tariff threats, signing an order to impose a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% tariff on Chinese goods. These measures are set to take effect on Tuesday, prompting immediate reactions from the countries involved. The global landscape of international trade is now at a critical crossroads. While the threat of tariffs had been looming ever since Trump's presidential campaign, the recent announcement has triggered shocked responses from major U.S. trading partners. Canada and Mexico wasted no time in retaliating. Their responses are broad and sweeping, targeting everyday items such as American beer, wine, bourbon, fruits, juices like orange juice, vegetables, clothing, shoes, household appliances, furniture, sports equipment, and materials like lumber and plastics. These new tariffs affect a wide range of products, making it clear that the retaliation will be far-reaching. Both nations have made it clear that their moves are necessary to defend their interests, with Canada's premier suggesting non-tariff measures as well. These could include limiting exports of critical minerals and energy, and he's urging Canadians to choose domestic products to help the economy. From picking Canadian-made goods at the supermarket to choosing Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon or foregoing Florida orange juice, every choice can make a difference. In addition, China is also reacting to the announced tax hikes, which will be added on top of existing Chinese duties. China's Ministry of Commerce has strongly criticized the move, expressing dissatisfaction and announcing plans to file a lawsuit at the World Trade Organization, claiming the United States is violating international trade rules. The stakes are high, and the impact is not just limited to the U.S., Canada, Mexico, or China. Around the world, other trading partners, including the European Union, are watching closely to see who will be next in line to feel the impact of Trump's tariffs. As the tariffs begin to take shape, the potential consequences of these actions are becoming clearer. Europe, for example, is bracing for its own potential inclusion in this trade conflict. With investigations still ongoing, it is expected that tariffs on European goods could be implemented as soon as April 1st. The situation is far from over, and almost every country around the world needs to be prepared. Unlike 8 years ago, when countries were slow to respond to similar threats, today's global players, such as China, Mexico, and Canada, are now pushing back decisively. This marks the beginning of what many are calling a trade war. A trade war happens when one country unilaterally imposes tariffs and others retaliate in kind, escalating tensions further. With the largest economies in the world, the US, China, Canada, and the EU, now all involved, this trade war has the potential to escalate even more. As the conflict unfolds, it's clear that the consequences will be felt worldwide. Trade tensions lead to higher prices for consumers and disruptions across economies, ultimately creating a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. A trade war doesn't have winners, only losers. And as these global tensions continue to build, the future of international trade hangs in the balance.